Hey guys, it is 6 days until Christmas, and Sarah and I are in the house tonight, and we decided let's make some delicious Christmas cookies. Sarah's right over there.
Hey guys.
And she has a stocking filled with your top 5 questions about the Asheville area. So we're gonna make some awesome cookies for Christmas, and we're gonna get to those questions real shortly and solve all of your problems about moving to Asheville. Just kidding, guys. They're just our opinions about living here, but they're still good ones. So just a little background, Sarah and I moved to the Asheville area 5 years ago from New Jersey. We had been living in New Jersey our entire lives, and we wanted to change, and we'd always come and vacation in Asheville, so we thought, why don't we move down there and go on some great adventures. So we're not professionals, you know, we're not local, but we're just transplants who have been here for a while, and we've traveled around a lot of places, and so this is just our opinions, but, you know, we hope it'll be helpful for you. So what you doing over there?
Just making a flax egg, guys.
Ooh, flax eggs. Tasty.
We're making these cookies plant-based, and the recipe's actually plant-based. I'm just gonna modify it slightly, but it makes, you know, a flax egg is instead of an egg, you know, stuff like that. So that's what we're doing.
Cool. Should we answer the first question?
Sure.
Okay, so should I go into the stocking here for dramatic effect?
Yes.
Where are they? They're all the way at the, they're all the way at the bottom. Ooh. Okay, what is the question here? Ooh, this is a good one. What should I do with only one weekend to spend in Asheville?
Ooh, that is a good one.
Right. Well, I would definitely say I love the nature here the most. So I would visit DuPont State Forest and or Pisgah National Forest, and also definitely take a ride up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. What about you? What would you do with one weekend?
Well, yeah, obviously it depends on what you like, because if you like nature, you could spend the whole time in nature. If you like the downtown, if you like breweries and restaurants and stuff like that, you could just spend the entire time in downtown Asheville. Small towns, there's small towns all around, and you can definitely do like a day trip to one of them. There's the Biltmore, which is a big mansion, kind of like Downton Abbey if you watch that. It's the Vanderbilt's family vacation home from like the early 1900s, I think. And it's very expensive. It's like, I don't know, somewhere between $80 and $100 just per person to get in. But, you know, it's a big giant house with lots of things to see, and like you know, you could get a tour and stuff like that, and beautiful landscapes and gardens and stuff like that.
What would you do with one weekend in Asheville? What would you do?
What would I do?
What would you do?
With one weekend in Asheville, I would probably have every meal at a different restaurant in downtown, which you totally could do. There's, you know, tons of restaurants, and they're all, you know, pretty delicious. I mean, I haven't been to one I didn't like. Every day I would probably go see some kind of nature, or at least take one day for nature, one day for like downtown kind of fun shopping and coffees and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, there's so much to do. You really could spend a full weekend packed full of activities and adventures. So
if you're clicking on one of our videos for the first time, welcome. And you know, we've been making videos every day for Vlogmas. I think this is day 21 of Vlogmas, which is really cool. We've just been making a video every single day, so there's lots for you to catch up on and check out, you know, about the Asheville area. And, you know, we just want to say thank you to all of the people who have been watching and supporting us during Vlogmas. We've been having a great time making these videos, and, you know, we're just going to keep on making them, so we hope you'll keep on watching. Pouring in some molasses right there.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with the rest of the molasses, though. You know,
I don't know.
That's like a lot of molasses.
We can make like molasses cakes or something, or what did old timey people use molasses for? Grease and wagon wheels, maybe?
I don't know. I think like as a sweetener for their baked goods.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Well, I guess we'll just have to make more baked goods with that molasses, right?
Old-timey baked goods. All
right, so the next question is Asheville safe?
Ooh.
It's kind of a tricky question to answer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely a really popular question that we get a lot. And, you know, from our perspective, we can only speak from our perspective. Please put down in the comments what your experience has been if you've been here or whatever. But Asheville is a very adorable place. We've always had no trouble there. Some people have had experiences. It's a city just like any other city, so you should always keep your guard up and, you know, be aware of your surroundings. We don't really go into town at night, especially late at night. People, you know, might want to consider that. Asheville, the thing that we found is kind of like Asheville seems like a tiny little town coming from a place like in New Jersey where it would be kind of like a smaller town, but it's definitely like the bigger city in the area. So it has more of like the city feel to it and some of those problems that cities have. You know, if you're coming for a weekend or if you're just popping in, you know, just for, you know, a meal or something like that, I'm sure you'll have no trouble, but, you know, it's just something that you'd have to come down here and personally experience yourself in order to see what your threshold is. But Kurt and I feel quite safe when we go in there, as long as we're just keeping our guard up and not, you know, flashing money or something like that around, just like any other city would be.
Yeah, I definitely say, like, you have to know where you're going. Like Sarah said, like, keep your guard up. You know, if you're hanging out at bars late at night, it's going to be a little bit more dangerous than if you're getting brunch at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning, right? So
Right.
It's like any city, you have to be aware of where you're going, what's going on, you know, what neighborhoods not to go into, and what's safe, you know. So, but it could be as safe or as dangerous, really, as you want to make it, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, this is coming together, guys. And if you want the recipe, I'm going to link it below. It's not my own recipe, but it sounds really good. And it smells really good. It's starting to smell real nice. We got the dough here. It's really soft, and you're supposed to freeze it for like an hour, but I don't feel like freezing it for an hour, so I'm going to roll it out thin and then put it in the freezer and then see how it is in like 20 minutes, and then cut it into the little shapes because it's kind of, you know. Really what I was most curious about was your fancy rolling pin that you've got there. Yes, we don't bake a lot, so we just have this flat surface of this
like a mason jar, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a mason jar, it's like a spaghetti sauce jar.
Getting the job done, right?
It works.
Recycle, reuse, right?
Yeah.
We'll see it in action, everybody. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
There we go. Who needs expensive rolling pins? Just reuse your tomato sauce jar, no problem.
All right. Put 20 minutes on the clock.
20 minutes on the clock.
Not an hour.
Okay, so should we answer the next question?
Sure. Well, the cookies are in the freezer. All right, the next question is, ooh, yes, we get this a lot too. Why do you live in Hendersonville, not Asheville?
Yeah, that is a good one.
So when we lived in the like South Asheville area.
Yeah, when we first moved here.
And we lived there for like 2 years. I think 2 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
Like 2.5 almost, yeah.
And it was a great place to live.
Yeah.
Our apartment wasn't that great, so we needed to move, and we wanted to move somewhere a little bit cheaper where we could get more for our money, and
someplace that was a little quieter.
Yeah, quieter. Right? Yep. And so Hendersonville was a great place because it's really not that far from Asheville. It's about a half an hour or so. And from where we lived, it was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. And it was still right near all the stuff that we love to do. We love going to DuPont State Forest, Pisgah National Forest, Hendersonville itself, Asheville, and just the surrounding areas. So it's still right in the center of everything, but we were able to get way more apartment for our money. I guess that's still the case, not sure. You have to check that out. But it was, you know, a great, quiet, cozy kind of place to have a second location in the area. And it's kind of fun because when you branch out a little bit, you know, we got to know that first area in South Asheville a lot better when we, you know, when we moved there. And then when we moved down here, it's not that far, but, you know, you have to have a new circle of you know, where you go, what restaurants you can look at, easier, you know, for takeout or something like that, your supermarket, all that kind of stuff. It all just became a new little zone that we got to know better, and we're still getting to know it better. But really, both places are great. They have their pros and cons, but it's just really preference about which area you're gonna like more. And we like this area. We like the other area too. We go up there all the time. So yeah, it's a great area. All right. All right, they're going in the oven. I'm a little worried because I put them really close to each other. So we'll see if they just turn into one big gingerbread cookie. That wouldn't be bad.
No. Oh, is that the good dog right there?
Oh, yes. She likes living here too.
I like her little paws on your leg there, you know?
Yeah. Okay, question number 4, I think.
Yep, number 4.
Okay. What is the weather like in Asheville?
Ooh, all right.
That's one we get a lot too.
Yeah.
And we wondered it too. So we're from New Jersey, as we've said. And the weather is quite similar to that mid-Atlantic type of weather. It just gets a little, it stays a little warmer, like into like the late fall, and it gets a little warmer in the early spring. So quicker, you know, than
it's like
kind of mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, like feels like it's like a shorter winter.
Right.
Than the mid-Atlantic though,
yeah,
right?
Shorter winter. We don't get as much snow, and we're not as hot as like the Raleigh, Durham kind of area. So being up in the mountains, the elevation gives a lot more of a moderate temperature, I think. We don't have as cold of climate as if you were up on some mountain peak. So if you like are at the top of Mount Mitchell, the highest peak east of the Mississippi, right around here, it's like colder and snowier, and they get lots of, you know, feet of snow. But it's quite moderate. It's not, it still has all 4 seasons, hot and humid summers kind of, you know, I would say, with thunderstorms in the afternoons, like kind of like Florida a little bit, but not as severe as any extremes. So it's pretty, you know, average, nice weather all year round, really.
All right, the cookies are done and Sarah's decorating them, and they just look fantastic.
They look so good, right?
Yeah. I can't wait to sink my teeth into these cookies. Look at them.
I know. Anytime you do icing on a cookie, it's like fun and special.
Yeah, it's really
we don't usually do that.
No, we don't. And it's just really you know, nice for the Christmas season to be doing this, you know?
It is.
We've been busy making so many videos. I kind of forgot that like Christmas is almost here, you know?
I know. It's here almost in just a couple days, really.
Yeah.
Gosh.
All right.
Well, now we're ready with our cookies.
Yeah, we are. And then we'll be ready for our New Year's resolution of losing weight.
And then no more cookies.
And then no more cookies. I like that little curly move that you were trying to do with it, but then
it didn't work out so well.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You're like a professional cookie froster. So the cookies are done.
Yes.
And I have selected this nice stocking covered in frosting, so that looks really good.
I've got this guy here and this bell.
Oh yeah, and I have this
good.
Little star.
Oh, I messed it up.
How'd you mess it up?
I just squished the
Yeah,
icing.
I did too.
All right, well,
All
cheers.
Right. Cheers,
We'll
we're gonna eat them.
It.
Oh, that's really good. Whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Saab's heading towards the tripod right there.
Wow, that's good.
That's really good.
I like it a lot. I'll link the recipe. As I said before, I'll link the recipe below so you can find it if you want to make these little plant-based gingerbread guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so now for the last question.
Last question. Okay, what are a certain town like? Like, what people ask us a lot, what is Asheville really like? What is Hendersonville really like? The cute little small towns around. And I would say the main areas, the big spots that people go to the most are Asheville and Hendersonville, and then several of the smaller towns around like Brevard, Black Mountain, and then there's tons of other small towns around that we're even just discovering.
Yeah.
If you've been watching some of our latest videos, there's so many cute small towns.
Yeah, I mean, one of our favorites for sure is Brevard. I mean, it has like Pisgah National Forest, DuPont State Forest is right there. And then it also has like a great little downtown. So it's perfect to go for a hike. and then go into town to get some lunch and walk around, you know, so that's great. Black Mountain, also very cool, nice artsy vibe going on with also hiking and stuff, so.
Yeah, and great mountain views and stuff,
And then even just Silva, which we just recently discovered, you really, really liked there.
I loved it there. So many cute shops, very cute downtown. Lots of really cool buildings in the areas. But really it's like, Asheville's like kind of the city. Hendersonville is like a well-established downtown. Lots of shops and restaurants there. A lot quieter, but still very vibrant. Lots of cars always there, you know, checking things out. And then the smaller towns are often quieter, but still vibrant. Lots of people like visiting or who live there.
Lots of great restaurants there, cool shops to browse around, you know, so. Yeah, perfect for like day trips if you're coming to stay like in the Asheville area. Then you could go, you know, get away from the city a little bit and check out some of these small towns.
Absolutely, and often there's some kind of really cool nature in that area of that small town, like some kind of cool mountain hiking or, you know, some like
tubing in the summertime at Pisgah National Forest, for example, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Do they tube in Pisgah National Forest?
Yeah. Right down the Davidson River.
I'm thinking in the wintertime they tube at Sapphire Valley.
Okay, in winter.
Was where they snow tube.
Oh, snow tube,
yeah,
okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, literally winter, summer, there's stuff to do all year round in all these locations, so. Yeah, it's really fun.
Great. So come on down and check out all these little small towns.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any other questions that we haven't touched upon, please let us know in the comments below. And also, if you're watching this video and you have some input that you think would be beneficial to some people, leave that in the comment section also. We'd love to hear your opinion. You know, it's very helpful to us and to the whole community. So we'd really, really appreciate that.
We know lots of you are thinking about coming on vacation here or thinking about moving here, so we hope that some of those questions are answered for you. Again, let us know if there's anything else you'd like to know. We try to answer as many questions as we can. But also check out our vlogs. We've been doing our Vlogmas all through December, and we think we're gonna keep going. So.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of fun outdoor adventures and visiting lots of towns. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Take care.